I'm Ryan Kruger. I'm the writer and director of the movie. This was a reimagining of the 1987 cult classic Street Trash. As a kid, I was a huge fan of the original, so making this film, I didn't want to copy the original film at all. I wanted to bring something new to the table and do something different.
Just in terms of the scale, it's so much bigger, and we think that this is really going to satisfy all of the original audiences, as well as bring in new audiences that aren't familiar with the franchise.
I think for the fans of the movie, this is more of a sequel, and for a new audience, it can be a standalone film.
In South Africa, it's the first of its kind. We've never made a film like this before, and I think we're all really excited about that.
It's fucking brutal, it's funny, it's gross, it's really gonna ruffle some feathers of the unwashed masses out there.
We shot it in Cape Town, on location, in South Africa, and on 35, which we're very excited about. It brings such a great texture to the film.
And it was really just going back to those classic 80s horror films, and to shoot on 35 was a big dream for me. I never thought I would ever make a film on 35.
Well, firstly, I've never shot on film, so my mind was blown that something like this, a script like this, could actually be shot on film.
And the cinematographer was Fabian Bediger. He did a fantastic job at emulating the style and also bringing something fresh. This is Ryan Kruger's second movie. His first movie, Fried Barry, really impressed audiences, and I think they'll also be looking forward to his sophomore film.
I'm very excited for Ryan that he's finally getting to do a movie which is as crazy as this and very much a Ryan Kruger thing, but at the same time that actually has strong characters, has a strong story.
And it's a very big deal for me. This is my second film, and as always, you got to do a bigger, better production.
I think after the success of Fried Barry, Ryan definitely wanted to do feature films which were more sort of narrative.
This follow-up film that is going to be really big and filled with all of the stuff that we love. Blood and gore and melts and explosions, it's all in there.
So shooting something like this with the practical effects on set is great, because everything you see on screen, we've had to live through. It's ghastly, it's green, it's gooey, and what's not to love?
Acting on green screen requires even way more acting than you'd usually do. You've got to imagine everything there, which most actors will say, oh, well, that's the craft. But it does help to see someone exploding, seeing goo come out, seeing things go.
Everything we do is for the benefit of the film, and if there's goo on your inner thigh, there's goo on your inner thigh. Don't think there's anything you can do about it while we're rolling.
I love Ryan as a person, because he's a solid human being. He's a dude, but he's clever. He's a clever dude. And his heart's damn solid. And he's a solid man. And every time I've worked with Ryan, what he makes, I know where it's coming from within himself and the uniqueness of what he does. And he knows how to gain the public's trust. Whatever that means. Yeah.
I was super grateful that Justin and Matt, our US producers, gave me the opportunity to write and direct this movie. After I finished Fried Barry, my first film, they had the rights to the film and they were looking for somebody to direct it, and they approached me. So yeah, I'm super grateful for that opportunity of them. And we also had the blessing of the original Street Trash creators, which was awesome.
All those melting characters and all the craziness of the original movie. I think what audiences loved about the original, they're certainly going to love in the new version of Street Trash.
This film is about a group of misfits that are fighting for survival. The government has created a drug called Viper, and it comes in different forms. To start with, it was an experimental drug that was injected into homeless test subjects, making them melt. As soon as that went into production, it got more mainstream, getting rid of more homeless people off the streets. But mainly the government has created these drones that fly around letting off Viper gas, killing the homeless and cleaning the streets.
It's fucking fantastic.
It's got the right kind of, insanity to it, but also within it the understanding, and it has a compassion as always.
We've got such a phenomenal cast in this film. We've got Sean Cameron Michael, Joe Vaz, Warwick Greer, and Mr. Friedberry himself, Gary Green, who's such a crazy character. I think you're gonna love to see him.
The characters are larger than life, so I went larger than life. You can hear by my voice. It's really fucked.
Process of working with Ryan as a director has been incredible. It's my first time working with him, and he's really considered, and he's an actor's director.
He has a way of taking all the nervousness away from you. He's extremely driven on performance.
I'm really excited to share this film with you guys. As a film buff, I love that attention to detail. I love always putting these little Easter eggs as a great film lover. It's that attention to detail that I think just makes things fun and exciting.
We had a fantastic costume designer, Pierre Fjennings, who brought a lot of attention to detail and brought those characters to life.
A lot of the wardrobe and the characters in this film are based off majority 80s, some early 90s. Ronald's character was based off Robin Williams' Fisher King wardrobe. We had Alex, which was based off Ripley in the Aliens. 2-Bit, we had the red dungarees and the yellow gloves, which was Roger Rabbit. And then we have the likes of our character like Joe Vass, who played Chef. His look was based off Stanley Kubrick. He had the hair, he had the glasses. Papam Vorse was that very much like that Cheech and Chong sort of vibe. Slade was Snake Plissken, Escape from New York. And then also Clover was the Duke from Escape from New York.
We had a wonderful production designer, Monica Rosie, who really just brought the film to life. All of the locations and the sets that were there just kind of brought the character into the story. All the filth in the streets, everything that you want to see in this kind of film, she brought it. Stage 5 films. Dylan and Marcel there really helped to make this production a success and helped us allow to finish on time every day. And finally, the soundtrack was done by Hazer, Ryan's frequent collaborator. He's made something really fresh here and really exciting. It matches the film so well and keeps up all the energy and pacing as we go through it. It's a phenomenal soundtrack, and I think just having this great team really brought it all together.
I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited for a young audience to be introduced to the world of street trash. And thus far, I think Ryan and the guys have done an amazing job. And audiences are in for a shocker. They're in for a good shocker, a good surprise, and it's gonna be fun.
All the 80s film lovers like myself growing up, you've got the blood, you've got the effects, you've got all the gore. I'm very excited for you to see it. Let me know what you think. Enjoy the film.